today stay with wonderful person, wonderful invitee is Robert.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Robert is an incredible drag queen. You stay here for explaining for all the life of the drag queen, the art of
Yes.
the drag queen.
Yes, there's so much about drag. I'm very new in the drag world. I've only been doing it for about 2 years, almost 3, but 2.5, I would
Okay.
say. And there are other drag queens out there that have been doing it for decades, for 8 years and more. And you think, wow, because I never had the intention of doing drag. I was a stand-up comedian. Stand-up comedy is my passion, and I have a joke that I use with that made people want to.
Oops, this is for TV.
Sorry, but I can't smoke oil.
Yeah. Sorry.
We don't smoke on TV.
Yeah,
I know. Oh wait, I should.
It's live TV.
Yeah. This is live.
This is live.
Oh, hi, everybody.
It's streaming.
No. Okay, so let's just promote Belushi's. There it is. Okay. Yeah, this is good, no?
Not close. No worry.
Sorry. But yeah, I have a joke where because being from Los Angeles, we have a lot of urban talk. The queens, the gay people out there, we have a type of lingo. Ooh girl, ooh. This kind of thing. This is very drag, and this all came from the ethnic black community. The drag talk is what we call it. I was walking around Barcelona and I noticed that the banks in Barcelona, if you say the name of the bank like a drag queen, they sound like drag queen names. Like, ooh, La Caixa. That sounds like a drag queen, no?
Yeah.
Or Sabadell. Ooh, Queen Sabadell, welcome to the stage. I mean, these are things. Or even Bankia. Ooh, Mama Bankia is on the floor. Get her, let her do the death drop. All these things. And somebody says, those are really great drag names. You should make a drag queen parody or a comedy show about drag queens. I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. So I did it once, and it was successful, and people wanted more. They wanted more, and I got infected with the drag queen, the attention that you get. And I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit I'm a big attention whore. I love the attention. I don't care if it's good attention, bad attention. I love it when people pay attention, and give me more and more. And when I did drag, oh my gosh, it was like. People would stop me on the street. Oh my God, can we take a picture with you? I'm like, of course. Hold on, let me fix my lipstick. And for my birthday 2 years ago, I wanted to, because, when you start doing drink, they're going to see a freak walking in the street. How are they going to react? Are they going to be violent? Are they going to be homophobic, extra homophobic? Or as they say here in Spanish, plumóphobos, people that are where they're very anti-femme, and I'm not. I've never been oh, you're too queenie, and I'm not necessarily the queeniest of the gays, but I'm also not afraid to be queenie. You understand what I mean? And I think that the fear was conquered because I said, you know what I want to do for my birthday? I want to take a photo shoot of me walking my dog on the busiest street in Barcelona, Las Ramblas,
Yeah.
And
typical classic.
yeah. And then so I went there. I went there with my dog, and I had my it wasn't even a dress. It was like a mini skirt, but because it's a woman's size, it was more like a t-shirt, a long t-shirt.
Right, long t-shirt here.
Up to here, and then if I put my hands up, you see my balls and everything.
Okay.
But it was crazy. But I love the attention. We started in Plaza Real, no? Because it's such a beautiful place to start everything. The fountain, all the people, you know, there's such a collective of people there. So we started there, and I remember in that the first 20 minutes, a little Italian boy came up to me, and he like tugged at my purse that I had,
Okay.
and he goes, disculpa, and then he goes, what did he say? Estas bellissimi, or eres estas. I don't know how they say it in Italian, but he was speaking Italian.
Sono bellissimo.
Bellissimi.
Bellissimi.
Yeah, and I said, and I looked at his mother, and she goes, he said, you're very beautiful. And I just like melted, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is, and then so the photographer, basically the photographer wasn't like making me pose. She was just following my day. And then, so I sat down on the fountain, and I grabbed him by the face like this. I go, muchas gracias, and I go, you are beautiful too. There's a photograph, a great photograph, one of my favorites, where he's just like, you know, I'm like, and then like within 10 minutes we start walking on La Rambla, Las Ramblas.
Yeah.
There's this group of tourists sitting at a bar, a restaurant on the Rambla, you know?
Yeah.
And they were talking like shit, you know, they were doing like everything that I was afraid of, you know, like the being ignorant as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
And then at first I just wanted to walk past them. I stopped. I said, no. You did this for a reason. And I remember that little boy. I go, you know what? No, I'm not gonna let this pass. And there was a chair right at their table. I'm like, is this seat taken? No, it's not. Obviously, there's nobody sitting there. Thanks for holding it for me, guys. And I pulled the chair out and I sat right in front of them. I'm like, continue saying what you want to say. Continue. And they couldn't. They just all turned away. And there was a photograph of that as well. None of them were looking at me. And I was like, And then at that moment, I felt, I know I have the power over you. You can talk all your shit, but I just stood up to you. And then now that I'm sitting in front of you, you have nothing to say. And I looked at them and I go, enjoy your sangria. Overpriced, and it's going to give you a headache tomorrow because the sangria is cheap. Because they had the big bowls, you know those big ones. I was like, enjoy that overpriced sangria. And I go, it's not going to do anything for you. And then I was like, have a good day. And then, ta-ta, it's my birthday, gotta go now. And then I continued, and the rest of the day was just like, you know, people, some guy like, had €5. He's like, hey. He's like, stop. He's like, I want to pay you €5. I'm like, I'm not gonna suck your dick for €5. But I don't do that anymore. And he goes, no, it's to take a picture. I'm like, oh, wow, look at this. So like I took the money and I took a picture with him. I'm like, how about your friends? You wanted to take another picture? Come on, I need more money. But no, that was cool. Like a super cool feeling. But overall, the day was amazing. Tiring, you know. Walking in heels, you know.
Yeah.
And that was horrible too. But yeah, and then I've grown so much as a drag queen since then because I feel more comfortable with my makeup. You know, now I can do my makeup a lot faster than before. Before it would take me like 3-4 hours to do makeup or feel comfortable with the makeup I did. Now I'm like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing now. You know.
But you start to dress to like drag queen, you start the world like drag queen. When in this you make this decision, you take this decision
to become a drag queen. Well, it was about almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be something that continued. I just did one show, but I got addicted to the attention that I got as a drag queen. Okay. So I continued to do it, and now I run my own show. You know, and it's a very successful show. It's the only one of its kind here. The shows that I've been to here are just like singing and dancing, or lip sync, or what they call it here, playback. You know,
yeah.
Lip syncing, playback. By the way, I had no idea what playback meant. I thought that meant rewind. When they said, that's playback, I'm like, rewind? They're like, no, it's when you move your mouth to the words of a song. I'm like, oh, that's lip syncing. And they're like, yeah, playback. I'm like, no, that sounds like rewind. It confused me for a long time. But then we do this. This is what most of the drag queen shows I go to are.
Yeah.
Lip sync and dance. Lip sync,
Okay.
dance. Sometimes live singing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my show is very different because, like I told you, I'm a stand-up comedian. So this is my strength.
Okay.
But so I'm a comedy queen, is what I'm known as, a comedy queen. Have you seen RuPaul's Drag Race?
Mm-hmm.
Like Bianca Del Rio?
Yeah.
She's not a dancing lip sync.
No, she's not dancing.
She's a queen of comedy.
Like, bueno, in many situations, Queer as Folk have drag
Yeah.
comedy. The show in the Cirque du Soleil,
Yeah.
the presentation in
Yeah.
Red Cirque du Soleil, the presentation is I want comedy drag
Yeah,
queen.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very impressive.
Yeah, that's me. I don't do the singing, dancing thing. It's like, because my strength is comedy. So, you know, I didn't think I was going to do it more than one show. I was like, you know what, let's try it. I bought a cheap dress, and I was like, bought cheap makeup from the Chinese stores. You know?
Okay.
And I was like, oh, red lipstick, black eyeshadow, like that. I didn't really care about the way it looked. I wasn't so, I didn't feel like I needed to do something different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did. I just thought one show, that's it. I don't want to spend too much money. Why am I going to spend a lot of money if I'm not going to invest in this? So that was it. And then after that, I went to that show and I was like, oh my God, that feeling is so amazing. You know, the feeling, oh my God, this is incredible. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do another show. So I did more. And then I ended up doing it more regularly. And then I thought the idea to have a regular show, like a monthly show.
You know, in the normal, your regular show is what is the place? Is one disco, one bar?
No, my monthly show is at a bar called, and I love them, Las Cuevas de los Rajas. And I hate that the name is so long because when I tell people, come to Las Cuevas de los Rajas, they're like, okay, Las Cuevas? I'm like, yeah.
Las Cuevas de los Rajas.
The Rajas, no, like the what do they call not Egyptian, but
Yes.
no. But I was just like, you know, but I love the bar. They made so many changes because before it was called Las Cuevas del Sorte,
Yeah.
and now they have new management, new owner, and it's a great bar. They're very supportive of the show. When I brought the idea to them, they were like, yes, totally, you know. And like I said, like for 2 years, I was trying to get them put into a mainstream bar that wouldn't allow it because they're. I was talking to. I can't remember her name. Victoria, Vicky.
Victoria.
Yeah,
Yes.
that- I was talking to her about it. I was telling her that there was a bar that I perform at regularly. I still perform there regularly, and I asked them, hey, can I have my drag show here? And the owner was like, of course, I love the idea. The owner has a lot of gay friends, you know,
Mhm.
so he was all about, you know, totally, let's do it. Let me talk to my socios. And then all of the 4 other socios, so 4 out of 5 said no.
Okay.
They said adamantly, absolutely not. And then I was like, why? And they were like, well, we just don't want that type of clientele here.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, conservative homophobics, you know, homophobos.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then I was like, all right, well, that's it.
But Barcelona is a city with the homophobic is soft. But
Yeah, but then,
that today is shame
Yeah,
is
yeah.
one reality.
Yeah. And then that's it. I said, you know, I go, listen. So I continued to try to have the show at different places, but I found Las Cuevas, and they said absolutely. And then the first show was so packed that they had to hold people at the door. You know, and they said no more people. We're at capacity.
Yeah.
And every month it's like it's always a crowd, a solid crowd. So I'm still like I'm not a person. I've never ran another show, you know, or put a show together. I have no experience with organizing shows, but now I feel like wow, like because it was a lot of like work, blood, sweat, and tears, you know, went into this. production of the show, and plus all of the drag queens that I work with are just incredible. They're not all drag queens at all. Like I'm proud of my show because I invite different performers, and I say my only rule is you don't have to be gay.
Okay.
You don't have to be a drag queen. But for one night, you have to be a drag queen and you have to be talented. So if you're a comedian, you have to be funny. But if you're a straight man or a straight woman comedian, you have to be in drag for this one night. And then my rock bands, the people that do live music, they all have to be in drag during the performance. So it's kind of it's incredible, like that these people who are not drag queens by trade or have never done it before are willing to do it for my show. And all of my performers have always put in 100%. And I say, well, wow, that just shows me that I'm doing something right, for people to want to perform, and the audience members who tell their friends or come back, they like if they're not from Barcelona, they tell their friends that are visiting, you have to see Dragstravaganza. And I love that. And then it's just taking off. It's just like incredible. It's getting more and more visibility outside of Barcelona. I had a drag queen all the way from California.
Yeah.
A famous drag queen, mind you, who does her own show. She runs her own show over in Palm Springs. Ethelina Can. And then also Sister Roma. Do you know the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence?
I don't know.
They're these drag queens that dress like monjas, like nuns.
Ah, okay.
You know them, no, right? The most famous one, the one that's most photographed is Sister Roma. And they contacted me and they said, hey, we heard that there's a fabulous drag queen that has a radio show over in Barcelona, an English radio show. Do you know how we can get on there? I'm like, well, you know what? That's me. And I'm like, that's me. And they're like, oh, fabulous. And I'm like, wow. And that was a big turning point for me as well, when these two drag queens that I don't know personally.
Sister Sagrada Familia.
No, yeah, I know, can you imagine? That would be amazing. Oh my goodness.
Sister La Montserrat.
No, my name would be, no, I already have a sister name. It's Sister Blasfemia de Cristo. God, how horrible is that? But I told Sister Roma that. She goes, oh, you need to be the sister of Barcelona. I was like, oh my God. The pressure.
The Sister Inquisition.
Can you imagine? Blasfemia de Cristo. Oh, God. That means, the blasphemy of Christ, bitches. If you don't understand what that means, it means Sister Blasphemy of Christ. Oh, that's so me, though. But yeah, so they came out all the way from California. Ethelina performed at my drag show, and then Sister Roma and Ethelina both came onto my radio program, and it was just such an incredible experience. I was like, wow. I mean, I was so like, wow, like, are you serious? How did you find out? They're like, internet, babe, and mutual friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like that made a lot of, like, that made my year. I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. That drag queens, they have objectives like to donate money to the AIDS Foundation, and so that they are coming to my show all the way in Barcelona from California. I'm like, wow, and that was so humbling.
When you make one show, do you have one screenplay or no?
My show really changes every month. I will hand pick all of my performers for each show. I have three main, two to three main performers that perform with me every month. My drag daughter, I already have a drag daughter, I know. Her name is Putella DeVille. I gave her name. Her name is Putella because she's sweet like Nutella, pero también she's a puta.
Putella. No? Like between Nutella and puta.
Puta. Exactly.
Putana.
Putella. Putella DeVille. She's my drag daughter. She's incredible. She's an incredible performer. This girl can sing, she can dance, she can lip sync. And she's not a comedy queen. I'm a comedy queen, but she's everything else. She's like a goddess. And
others?
and then the other one is one of my best friends in Barcelona. His name is Matthew Murtha, and he's such a straight man. He's such a straight man.
Yeah, I know Matthew.
You do you?
Yes, I stayed one day here.
He's a straight man, and he acts so straight. It's sickening because he's like, I want to give because I gave him a drag name.
But have one problem.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Why?
It's just straight.
Yeah. That's what he said. Mind you, I'm still in doubt of that. He's always like, oh my God, Snortella, you have such a big dick. I'm like, I know. Why do you keep looking at it? He's like, because it's right there. And then the first day he saw it, because when I was in drag one time, I don't tuck my stuff. That's another thing I want to say, is that a lot of drag queens, they do the whole thing, the fake tits, the big hair, they put away their penis. I don't like to be that uncomfortable. I don't wear the fake boobs. I don't wear the big like hair wigs. I don't do all that because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like the objective of doing drag is being artistic. It's not about being as uncomfortable as possible.
Yeah.
You know? And so I tried to put my penis back one time. It was the worst thing I ever did in my life. It was awful. It was the whole process. You have to put your balls into a pocket. You know when you get cold, it goes out. And then you have to wrap your penis with the ball sack. You know? Yeah. And then you have to tape that, and then you have to tape that and put it, and then you put the tape to the middle of the back, and it's like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. And the whole time, you know, you're sitting, you sit down, you're like, no. Now I understand why drag queens have high voices. You know, and so it's uncomfortable. And then what's even worse is taking it out. Yeah. You know, because like I remember the first time I did it, I was like, I really have to pee. How do you pee with this? How do you do this? When like okay, so you have to undo it, and then like
a scorpion.
Yeah, imagine. But then the one drag queen is like, oh honey, you just have to hold it. I'm like, I'm not one to hold my pee. When I have to pee, I have to pee.
Yes.
You know, and then I go to the bathroom to pee. And I tell one of my jokes now is like, if you ever hear a drag queen in the bathroom and it sounds like she's having sex, if it sounds like she's having sex, she's not. The noises sound the same. Oh, fuck, that hurts. Sounds like sex. It's not sex. It's her untucking. And you know, that's the most, it's awful. Awful. And I vow never to do that ever again to myself. Never. Okay. So uncomfortable. I don't know.
The people, no. It's no. Robert? No.
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 And it's too big. I mean, like, I don't understand. I mean, and then other drag queens like, well, it makes it easier to tuck if it's so big. Well, not really, because, you know, my penis says hello to my butt. It's like, hi, I've never seen you here before. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm new around here, you know? So yeah, it's not a good thing. It's not. I don't like it when, because it's funny, because when I started drag, people are like, oh, you have to have more hips. Oh, you have to put fake tits. Oh, you have to have the big wigs. And a lot of, you should do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. And you know what? After I got comfortable, after about a year, I'm like, you know what? No, I don't have to do any of that stuff. Drag is drag according to the person that's doing it.
Okay.
You know, and I have a very, very good friend. His name is Jono Kitchens. He's a dancer, Vogue extraordinaire. He's been doing drag for a while, and he shares a lot of reviews about drag queens. Like, there's a lot of people that say, oh, if you're a woman, if you're a female, you need to be a man as a drag. You know, like, you have to be the opposite. That's not true.
It's not true.
You can be whatever. Drag is whatever the person feels more like a queen in. A drag is a drag without your definition. You cannot say, this is drag. No, it's not. You know, and that's what I was tired of hearing. Oh no, Robert, you have to have fake tits. You can't walk around with just a flat chest. Oh, you know, this, that. You have to do this. You have to tuck your jump. You have to wear high heels. I'm like, no. I don't have to do that. I have to be a drag queen the way I want to be a drag queen.
Okay, Robert, but remember,
Yeah.
I guess the next time,
Yeah.
but you have other day
Yes.
with us.
Yes.
¿El anillo va cuándo?
Huh?
¿El anillo va cuándo?
No. It's cute. It's so hard. I'm like crossing my legs right now because it's like starting to rise.
Okay, for the next time, the other interview with Robert, but is Robert like a drag?
Yes. Snortella the lion
Yeah.
will be here.
Is one program for the drag.
Yeah.
What drag? Blasphemia?
No, Snortella. My drag name is Snortella the lion.
Okay. Is the person
Maybe before the show.
Yes.
maybe before the show or one show in Beluti? One
Why
day?
not?
Why not?
Maybe.
One day?
I've done drag here before. They're not very accepting. Well, because it's very college oriented.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Oh, okay. For one program in the afternoon,
Oh,
Robert drag. Okay. It's a waiter for Beluti bar. Yes. It's a big idea. Do you like?
As long as Belushi will pay me to do this.
Okay.
I mean, I don't do free drag anymore. I don't. I mean, I like to get paid because it's expensive. You know, the makeups now that I'm not buying Chinese store makeup anymore, it's expensive.
Okay, friends. In the next program with Robert, stay Robert like a drag. Okay. When?
You tell me when.
The next week?
Next week, same time?
Yes.
Yeah. Just around the same time.
Around the same time.
Okay. I hope it's not as hot.
Okay.
Because then I'll come and my makeup will be like this.
Okay.
It looks like you know, like.
Remember, people. The next week, similar time. Robert is here like a drag. Okay. See you later.